What is up, guys? Josh here. This is episode 1 of the Road to Glory. I decided to name this series Fight to the Top Flight. Reason being is that the theme I'm going to be going with to set things off is that I start from the bottom and work myself up to the top. The way I'll go about doing this is that I start from the Empire League 2, then once I've built the best team possible from that league, I'll move on to the Empire League 1, then once I've built the best team possible from that league, I'll move into the Championship. Then once I've built the best team possible from that league, I'll finally move on to the Barclays Premier League. And what you can see me doing right now is just opening my 4 free gold packs that I got from pre-ordering the Ultimate Edition of FIFA 12, which basically for like 5 or 6 months, every month you get to open 4 free gold packs. So you'll probably see me do this a couple of times in the series, as you do. And I didn't really get any special players. It would have been nice if I would have got lucky and got maybe a Rooney or something, you know, just set things in mould for when I do finally get to the Premier League. But we didn't get anyone special. I think the best player we got was a 82 rated goalkeeper who plays for Borussia Dortmund in the Bundesliga. And what I ended up doing is just putting all the players in the trade pile. I think I ended up keeping some of the gold contracts and free players. I think the free players I kept were Rodwell, who plays for Everton, Brunt, who plays for West Brom, and Wayne Hennessy. And basically I may end up selling them later on in the series. But if you can think of a better name than Fight to the Top Flight, please let me know, as long as it keeps to the theme, like starting from Empire League 2 and then finally getting up to a Barclays Premier League team. But just feel free to put them in the comments below. But what I'm doing, I'm just selling these players right now. And also, you know, if you come across, if you know any players, I want, because when I do actually manage to get to like League 1 and the Championship, I'm always going to be on the lookout for like good players who are good with basically set pieces or skills. Skills are secondary, I'm not really bothered about that, but definitely set pieces. When I was in, I've already got all the gameplay for like the Empire League 2, and yeah, I didn't see any like good like players with set pieces at all, so it was, you know, it's kind of annoying about that. But I'm fairly very sure that you guys are going to enjoy this series a lot. I've scored some cracking goals that you'll see in the episodes to come. I do pick out some cracking players as well, and pretty much this is the first match. Got very lucky the way the ball ricocheted off his defender, and I got clean through and goal. His keeper actually got a touch, so I felt even more sorry for him there. But we got the goal. The goal's a goal. Well, I want to talk about the actual starter pack that I got. You know, you always get a player that stands out, and you know, amongst the rest of the other players that you got. And the player that I got that stood out was Carmona, plays for Barcelona B team. And he ended up having 4-star skill moves. I'm loving the 4-star skillers a lot more than the 5-star skillers at the moment. I just find it easier to do the Berber spin, obviously. And then there's the scoop turn as well. And pretty much the Ronaldo chop, which is so good this year, especially because it's been like added onto as a 4-star skill move. And obviously, you know, if you don't want it to be called the Ronaldo chop, I think it's called the heel chop as well. Then we got another goal there, very lucky with Juan Dominguez, and that made it 3-0. And then here we get the best goal of the game that you'll see. Ended up tackling, jockeying, which is the best way to defend on this game instead of like pressing. And it's actually a nice goal. I get fairly lucky with the end result, the way I actually do manage to score, but a nice bit of skill involved in the build-up. And there it goes, back of the net to make it 4-0. I ended up winning that match 4-0 as well. Goal for Carmona, the player I was just on about. And then I also, from the starter pack, I got the best player available, the best goalkeeper available in my actual league that I started off with the Empire League 2. As you can see here, after that match, went to the trade pile, players sold. I managed to make about 5k coins from selling them. Not all the players and the actual like kit sold, so I ended up putting them back up for sale, hoping they would actually sell. Made 5k coins. Straight after that, I looked for a player. And that player who I went for was called Akinfenwa. I know a lot of you will actually know this player after watching KSI's video. I asked on Twitter like which players should I actually get for this league, and literally everyone was suggesting that I go for Akinfenwa, and I'm pretty glad that I went with you guys on this one, because Akinfenwa's his strength, I think it's somewhere between 97 or 98, and obviously when you playing, you know, bronze players at the beginning of like Ultimate Team, for them to come up against a player of that strength, it's just going to be really, really hard. He's like a steam train. He just like literally just like ramming. That word didn't sound good. Ramming. He just like literally just like running like this. He's so powerful. It's just unbelievable. If you had him, you'd know what I mean. And I got a strike partner called Hitchcock who plays for Plymouth. And you know, obviously with Akinfenwa lacking a bit of pace, but keeping the strength, I wanted Akinfenwa to be the kind of guy that would be laying off the goals for Hitchcock, and Hitchcock has got about 77 pace, and you know, obviously having a striker with a pace and then obviously a slow one, you know, it's obviously going to be better than having 2 slow strikers. And then straight after that, we got a centre mid that you saw me get there. That centre mid plays at Southend is Grant. I do believe he also played for Leeds and Chelsea in his time as well. But in this match, we end up taking the lead here from a nice little over the top ball that managed to find Akinfenwa's head, who laid off Hitchcock here for his first goal in his debut. It's always nice if a player manages to score in his debut, and you know, I think this was the signs of a great partnership in the terms of the way that, you know, they can link up there with Akinfenwa like winning those headers, and then also Hitchcock also like always going to be able to manage to like win those loose balls. And he got an actual nice goal there, that, you know, finesse shot hitting the top corner, and I was pretty surprised he managed to get past me, because I was actually dominating this match, but he scored a nice goal. And I got the goal there to make it 2-1. And then here we find Akinfenwa here. Nice little shimmy when he tries to come at me with a slide tackle. I dodged him. Use the right analog stick to just, like, you know, you just actually get some pace out of Akinfenwa because he's so slow. But you just have to like whack the right analog stick and he'll just get forward. And he ends up getting a second goal for me there for him. And that made it 3-1. Then we get like the fourth goal here. Managed to score a nice little chip with Hunter, and that made it 4-1. And then he ends up conceding 2 sloppy goals here that you'll see me end up winning 6-1 by. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Obviously in the next episode there'll be more goals to see and more action, but for this episode that is an end. If you enjoyed it, a like is always appreciated, and peace guys.